Alright, let's see. Hey, it's on. Did not expect to do a twofer. I had a few minutes, and yeah, how's that? That's better. So I'll wait. Oh, yeah, go away. Um, all right. So here I are. I was on the Facebook page. I got a message or a comment from Mark asking about an update video on the Grand Prix. Of course I can do that. That's easy. It's fine. The only thing I have an issue with that car right now is somewhere, we cannot pinpoint it, there is a brake fluid leak. We don't know where it's going. I got to figure it out. It's driving me nuts. I didn't expect to come on here that fast, though. That's the thing. Yeah. I just have to check the fluid every now and then and top it off. It's got an oil leak. I know what that is. I know it's a valve cover. That's easy to fix. Be about an hour to fix it. So that's cut and dry. It still has a little hiccup in the transmission once in a while, but I think it's due for service anyway. But other than that, the car's great. I'm actually going to wait till he pops up. Whoa. So, yeah. The Grand Prix now has 178,000, last I checked, like 178,289 miles. Which I don't even know what it is in kilometers, but it's starting to get some miles on it. I do a converter real quick. All right, 178. Yeah, it's got some kilometers on it. It's got 286,000 kilometers. It's in great shape for its age. It's disgusting right now. It's filthy as hell. So I'm not. I don't want to take a video of it. So yeah. What in the world is going on with this thing? Cool. Figured it out. Never mind. So anyway, I haven't done anything with it except wash it. Topped off the brake fluid because again the brake fluid is literally going somewhere. We can't figure it out. We don't know where it's going. Roommate seems to think it might have a caliper leak, and I haven't found it yet. Either that, or I've got a brake line or the union is leaking. So I'll find it eventually. The brakes are fine. The car runs every day, no questions asked. You hit that key, it's running, we're gone. Needs a tire rotation. As of right now, the oil change is recent, so I ain't got to worry about that now. Needs a tune-up. of course. Needs transmission service, which I haven't done yet. Um, I'll do it myself. It's not a big deal. Needs a coolant flush because about a month, well, I want to say about a month or two after I bought it, um, the coolant elbows, one of them exploded, and I was about 15 miles away from home, and yeah, it exploded, and I had to do a roadside repair on that. Only cost me, 16 bucks plus some coolant, which is about around here is about 20 bucks a gallon, which I had to dump 3 gallons in it. So, because you got to open a little bleeder screw and it leaks everywhere. And it's crazy. Either way, that's fixed. I haven't put the stereo in it yet. It's still down there. I cannot find the module for it. Apparently, and I did some research, the local stereo shop here gave me the wrong module for it. It works, but it does not communicate with the BCM. So I don't know what to do there. I know I don't have the $160 to get the right one. So I might just throw that into my roommate's Ford and call it good for now. Because the stereo he's got a burnt channel, and how that stereo is 6 years old and it's starting to. Oh, it's a cheap Walmart one, so put a nice one in it for him. Either that or the bus that came out of the Regal. Oh yeah, another thing that happened to the Grand Prix. About a month ago, I was driving down a local road here, and I got sideswiped by a Dodge Dakota. Didn't hurt the car, just got a few scuffs in it. When I did the cold start and I did the quick walk around of the car, did I do that? I could have swore I did. You see a scuff right on the passenger rear bumper. That is where she got me, and it didn't hurt the car at all, so I ain't worried about it. When I bought the car, I put new tires on it, because the tires that were on it, one of them had a knot in it, and the last thing I need is to be driving down the road and have a blowout. So, replaced all 4 tires. Tried to replace the stereo. They gave me the wrong connector. Blah 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 blah. I'm not going to get into that far. All I know is I want that stereo in the car because in the Honda I had Bluetooth. The Regal I had Bluetooth, and I like to stream Pandora through my phone because the radio here sucks. And you can only listen to CDs so long before you want to throw them out the window. Everything still works on the car, even the heated seats. Everything is perfect in it. It's showing wear. 178,000 miles. It's going to start showing wear. It'll still do 80 mile an hour down the highway, and getting 28 miles a gallon easily. So there's that. The car has no rust on it, so that's a plus. And as it is right now, Mark did bring up a good point. Undercoating. I don't need it now. The oil leak has gotten just bad enough. I swear to God, it's sprayed up underneath the car. So I don't need it. I saved about $150, $200 there. So, yeah, if I wasn't on a webcam right now, I would walk right over the door and show you. It's still here. There's nothing wrong with it other than what I've stated. So it's doing okay. I don't have any real concerns or problems over it. I think I have a picture. I think. Don't quote me on that. I open the right fucking folder. Excuse my language. She still looks like that. And that's the day I picked her up. Still looks perfect. Nothing wrong with it. And she's been really good to me. Just like the Regal was, because it's got the same drivetrain in it. So the Regal was really good to me until the Rust took over. Sold it, and I ended up with that. And, the history's made. I love that car. It's been so good to me, and nothing really has gone wrong with it. So, I have never been on the side of the road with it, is what I'm saying. We took it to Omaha, Nebraska in July, and it was the most enjoyable, boring drive I've ever made in my life in a car. But it did it, no problem. We were comfortable. We was in the AC. How my roommate fell asleep, halfway between St. Joseph, Missouri, and the Iowa border, and that's a short drive. He was out, so I hit Iowa. I hit Iowa and got up to Omaha before he woke up. So he loves the car. He can't get enough of it. He's gotten used to all the little buttons and features that the passenger can put their hands on. I let him drive it. He loves driving the car because it's got power, whereas his Ford doesn't. There is one more problem, and I do know about it, and I know how to fix it very easily. The ABS traction control lights are on, and it's because of a wheel bearing on the passenger front. The connectors inside of the plug are corroded, and all I have to do is just take the wheel off and redo the plug, so it's not a big deal. The wheel bearing is new, so I don't see why that's a huge issue, but I'll probably end up hardwiring it because I don't plan on putting new wheel bearings in it anytime soon. And even then, I'll put quick connects on it so I can change it out accordingly. So as soon as I fix that, everything will be fine, and I'll have no warning lights, nothing. The check engine light's coming on occasionally because of a P0402, which is evaporative emissions. It's a below threshold. So the catalytic converter, I think, is plugged up, or the fuel pump's trying to go. So it's been running fine. I mean, I haven't had any power loss, so it might just be as simple as changing the oxygen sensor. So change that, should be fine. That and the thermostat is stuck open. It's been kind of chilly here, and with seat warmers, you really don't need a heater. I mean, you do, but you don't. And you don't really know that the heat isn't blowing to its potential. So I need to change the thermostat. I need to put an oxygen sensor in it. I need to fix the wheel bearing connector. I need to find the fucking brake leak, the brake fluid leak. I have no idea where it's at. And I need to get that stereo in it. Other than that, car's great. I have no issue with it. It runs and drives perfectly every day. I can go 80 miles an hour down the highway and let go of the steering wheel with the cruise on, and the car drives itself. Not literally, but it seems like it. So I hope this answers your questions and concerns. I don't know if he's even watching or not. I do have a like here, so I have no idea. There's no way of checking. So hopefully this answers the questions of, can you talk about the Grand Prix? There it is. It's a 2005 Pontiac Grand Prix GT2. They made two different versions of GT. The GT is your base. It has the base equipment, and the GT2 is dressed just like the the GTP without the supercharger. So I have the GTP package in a GT platform, or your basic drivetrain. So, like I said, I hope that answers any questions, and I'm going to leave it at that. So, take it easy, guys, and I'll talk to you later.